Yo, what's up, y'all? What's up? I had to make a video like ASAP. Once again, it's your boy Doc. I don't even feel like doing that whole introduction shit because I just got out of jail. I was in jail for 5 days. Why was I in jail? Why was I in jail? I know y'all, a lot of y'all are asking, why was I in jail for the past 5 days? Well, let me tell you why I was in jail. And this is a long story, so bear with me, will you? Sorry, I'm still eating because I literally had to I had to walk about a quarter mile outside the jail in these fucked up ass prison slides. You know what I'm saying? That barely fit my fucking feet. And I had to walk a quarter mile to the closest establishment to get an Uber with 5% left on my phone because they took my phone in 5 days ago, along with the rest of my property when I got processed in. And I only got 5% left. But that 5% was the only amount that I needed to get an Uber home from jail. Now, let me get into the fucking story, man. So, how did I end up in jail? Let me tell y'all a long story. It all began with a family member, a female family member. A female member named Janaya. And let me tell you about Janaya. Janaya is a 29-year-old wannabe influencer slash Instagram model slash whatever the fuck. She's one of these bird brain assholes that I always tell y'all about. But I allow her to be around me and mine because she's family. I look past all that because she's family. So keep in mind, this cousin, she's trying to get her life together. I had a soft spot in my heart for my cousin Janaya because, her dad passed away in a car accident, and she's trying to get her life together, and there's a lack of male role models in the family, and all of that shit. I call myself doing the right thing. So I let her stay our agreed upon time for her to stay with me was 4 months. I was like, I give you 4 months, you get your shit together, and then you gotta leave. And then she couldn't get her shit together in 4 months because she doesn't know how to plan. She doesn't have discipline. She doesn't understand time management. She doesn't understand long-term goals and shit like most grown-ass adults do. So I extend the 4 months to 6 months, and the 6 months to 9 months, and 9 months coming up now to 11 months. This little bitch been staying with me. And, of course, this little girl, she doesn't know how to focus on the right things. So she's up there to talk about, these relationships with these dudes she got out here and all of that bullshit. And I'm like, you don't need to be focused on relationships. You need to be focused on getting your shit together so you can goddamn get your own. And she was like, well, you ain't got nobody. What do you know? Let me repeat that. In my own home that I welcome this little girl in off the strength of her being family, she mouths off to me and says, well, you ain't got nobody. What do you know? because she's out here focused on these niggas more than she focused on getting her life together. And I was like, all right, I know you ain't gonna be out here talking to me like this and think you still gonna stay in my crib. So I told her, you gotta get the fuck out tonight. She hauls off and says, well, you can't make me get out. You gotta get the police to get me out and blah, blah, blah. So she became entitled to staying in my place where she don't pay no bills with her freeloading ass. And the bitch is about to be 30. So I was like, you're not gonna leave my crib? You're not gonna leave my house? Like, hell, you ain't. Then I started literally taking her shit and placing her shit outside my motherfucking place. Because I'd be damned if I'm going to have some disrespectful ass little bitch mouthing off to me in a place where I pay all the bills. So I started putting all her shit outside my crib, right? And she was like, you can't make me go. You can't make me go. No. I'm going to find a way to stay. And then she fucking calls the police and makes up a lie, talk about domestic violence and all that. And guess what? Of course, the police are going to believe her, because the police believe a little dainty ass little girl batting her eyelashes over a big, strong black man. So without question, the police arrest me and put me in Broward County Detention Center for 5 fucking days. And thank God for my little sister who bailed me out, man, because, man, like, real talk, I love my little sister to death, man. She stayed in my corner. She stayed in my corner. When rest of these nutting ass family members that don't ever talk to me, when they weren't in my motherfucking corner, when all these fair weather motherfuckers weren't in my corner, my sister was in my corner. So shout out to her for bailing me out, man. So this bitch, so the cousin I'm telling y'all about, this bitch pull up some false fucking charges on the motherfucker. Gets me locked up for 5 days. So for 5 days, I'm in that cold ass goddamn tiny ass little jail cell. Around them crazy ass motherfuckers up in that goddamn prison, up in that jail system. Around these motherfuckers stinking like a motherfucker, cold as hell. They give you slop to eat. Like, everything you think jail is, that's what it is for real. You know what I'm saying? I'm up here freezing, eating bullshit every day. Motherfucking, stinking like a motherfucker, man. Like, and then on top of that, keep in mind, I've been to war. I've seen the worst when it comes to war. I was a medic. I've seen people die. I mean, now keep in mind, going to jail is the last thing a motherfucker like me needs after seeing some of the shit that I have already seen. But this little bitch had no problem putting a loved one behind bars. She didn't check to see if I was okay. She didn't pull them bogus ass charges and say that she was bullshitting. She didn't do any of that. It was my sister who fucking made sure I was good, who I called and made sure that I got up out that shit. But that little bitch didn't. But that little bitch, Janiyah, my cousin, you probably seen her on OnlyFans. She does have an OnlyFans page, most likely. She got mad at me because I told her that being an Instagram influencer is basically hoe behavior. That focusing on education is more important than focusing on guys. And she decides to fucking come at me and disrespect me and be like, you ain't got nobody, you don't know shit, da 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 da. I should have never met that little bitch. I should have never gone to that family reunion. I should have never fucking met her. I should have never introduced that little bitch into my crib, because before that little bitch came here, I had nothing but peace and quiet. And now the bitch is gone. That's the good thing. The bitch is gone now. So now it ain't nothing but peace and quiet. Now it ain't nothing but goddamn, just being cool and goddamn doing what I want to do. This is why I'm eating. Because after being in prison, after being in jail, and eating that bullshit for 5 days, you appreciate shit like a good meal. You appreciate shit like sleeping in your own bed. You appreciate shit like being able to have your own area to yourself. I tell you, man, I learned a valuable life lesson. I made the mistake of trying to be a good man. Because there's so many goddamn niggas in the family that ain't shit that I figure that I step up and try to be the good man, the fucking the role model, the leader that motherfuckers can look to for an example and all of that goddamn shit. Let me tell you something. After them 5 days behind bars, fuck that shit. Real talk, the only people I fuck with now is my nephew, my mom's, my sister, my brother-in-law, and my little brother. Everybody outside that, fuck them. I mean, I got some love for him to a certain extent, but man, real talk, when I was goddamn going through hell in that cell, man, which one of them niggas could I call? Huh? I couldn't call none of them motherfuckers. But you know what? I learned. And I'm telling y'all, brothers, don't be gullible, not even for family. Because it be some family that like to use you. And don't make me start naming names up in this bitch. Because I can name plenty of motherfucking family / friends who have tried to be opportunists and use me because they know that I'm a good man. Do not make me start naming names, because I could really fucking name at least about 20 people off the top of my head that be using niggas. Not no more. I learned my lesson. I learned my motherfucking lesson. And I hope y'all learned the lesson from the shit that I went through. So, be careful who you let in your home. Just like that movie Sinners, be careful who you let in your home. Be careful who you around, who you hang with, who you tell about your fucking personal life. Be careful. Because because they can come with a smile, but they can have a knife behind their fucking backs. And then they can put you through the same hell that I just went through. Stay safe out there, brothers. That's all I got to say. It's your boy Doc out. Peace.